Hello, hello. Here we are yet again. Today is another day. Today, I totally went on autopilot and turned on the game. So, yeah, we're playing Grim Dawn. Hell yeah, Ruin of the Reckless. I love it. I learned from you. I really hope that's not your demise, but cuz yeah, that ancient grove is really scary. But no, that win. I mean, I feel like you're doing pretty well. You'll probably get to level 70 and like be able to just like, switch in halfway. I learned everything from you. Nah, I'm rooting for you, man. That's awesome. There's no way you can lose.
That skill's not ready.
All right, so where we're at, we actually got to a Malmouth. We totally forgot to get Ulgrim the first time, so we had to go get him back. So now, hey, look, I jinxed myself. So you know what? So I feel like this is the perfect proof as to whether I have Juju or not. We'll see. Well, let's get a soundtrack going. Let's do Dusk. I like Dusk. That's a great game. They're not too crazy. Yeah, let's get rolling. There's no jinxes. The power is in your hands, Mad Hat. Don't let the Eldritch forces feel like they win. Defy them at every step. I would be shocked if you did die, though. I mean, your character seems incredibly strong. Are you still, have you changed the difficulty yet? Like, are you in a elite mode? Or are you still running the first difficulty? I mean, I guess the first difficulty is veteran. Break down the corpse wagon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're getting pretty close. I'm thinking of once I beat this, I'm debating whether I should go after the skeleton key places, like Port Valueberry. I think you may have inspired me. I might do that. Maybe do the Steps of Torment and stuff like that. Because I noticed you have the achievement and I don't. And I can't let that stand. Or at least without an attempt. They actually probably got a couple achievements I don't. And some I've actually been looking for and couldn't find. But we will address those on another playthrough. Or if we find it randomly. But yeah, that's a once you up the difficulty, that's when it starts getting really scary. Enemies are super tough. Basic elites can kill you. Well, at least they can kill me. I don't know about you. Remind me, are there devotion shrines in a Forgotten Gods? Port was a mistake. It was trying to... The conflagration had been sitting around since Homestead. Completely went past the cannons. It just kept going. Yeah, there's something about this game that's so easy to just kind of fall into the groove and just, like, go through the rhythm of killing things. And suddenly you find yourself in, like, this horribly dangerous area. I mean, that is an insane boss. 3 elites. I'm genuinely worried. I don't know if this character could do that. Like, I still take big hits, and their elemental shield would be a huge minus. But, I don't know. Be squirrely. But yeah, does Forgotten Gods actually have devotion shrines? That's the only reason I would go through that before elite difficulty. If there's not, I wouldn't even worry about it.
That skill's not ready.
A lot of dudes. I like how spiky these guys are. They're ridiculous. On Captain Bonespur. I wonder if every ethereal has their own, like, taste of corrupted guy. Or if that's just, like, the most optimal they can go for. Got 6 devotion shrines and Forgotten Gods. Okay, I do got to do Forgotten Gods. How's it going, Lucas Rico? I do all the campaigns before Ultimate to get the reputation. Yeah, the reputation, I am going to push a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy for it because you get a lot of the reputation passively. But there definitely can be a lot of value in getting revered. And I still have a lot of achievements that I haven't got, like getting the revered for a lot of factions. That maybe we put an effort in. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I totally get where you're coming from. Like, what sort of items do you think are the best to get for the reputation? Oh god, oh god, oh god. I keep looking away from the screen. That is so dumb. Alright. Survivability is all due to the soldier passive. Some equipment proc. Oh, okay. I don't think I ever got Giant's Blood. Who has Giant's Blood? Is this Titan? Argo the Builder? No. Alas, I know not. Lower left? Okay. Trying to look at everything that looks like a giant. Oh! There it is. Wow. Wait a minute. For a low, low price of 4 green, I can get this too? What? Alright, what are the chances that I go... I actually forgot which one I'm going to get. But I go Tree of Life, and then just do a complete 180 and go after the giant too. Deny them to fix the resist for a hefty penalty. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I get that. And that is incredibly valuable. Because, yeah, once you lose those resists, it's game over. Those things can kill you so fast. My farthest character, that was kind of the curse there. Like, I wasn't as pressured into defense as I am with this character, or survivability, being a mage and all. But, yeah, I got caught on a totem. Couldn't move in time. Just got wiped. It was brutal. You know, the random baby cries is a little disconcerting. The Candle District. What do they call it, the Candle District? Is that like a church district, or do they make candles? I couldn't help but notice my health drop pretty fast. What's going on there, buddy? I forgot to summon the clouds. Oh, forever be my bane. That's awesome. Have you been playing lately, Lucas? You have any particular characters going on a hardcore challenge? You would Google it, come back with 50 million answers. I 100% agree with you. I am wiped myself. And brutalized by the fact that I got one more day before the weekend. Alas. Nah, I hear ya. Mr. Etherflame. There we go. There we go. Always wondered, I usually find the most powerful stuff in Ugdenbog, not necessarily in this area. I wonder if there is any particularly, like, awesome drops in Malma, or if this is just kind of like a big challenge area. Awesome. Hopefully we've been able to make a progress. Man, these guys' energy shield, it basically gives them an additional, like, 4,000 hit points. Like 5 or 6 hits and their health just doesn't move. It's unnatural, I tell you. When you hit someone, they should take damage. I get it. Summertime is busy for everybody, I'm sure. But you do what you can. It'll be there when you get back to it. Oh, woe is me. Look, I mean, just because you have an ability that seems to be able to go through there... Like, oh, what shield? I just ignored that. Yeah, that was blowing my mind. Like, I have to go through the damn shield. I didn't know that you coated your Dreeg's eye in frickin' ion shield disrupting powers. Sorry, I said that and realized ion was a pun. It's like, should I like retreat? If I run away, they'll become suspicious. The only power to use this is run. Hey, run's a pretty powerful ability. This music is not bumping. Come on. There we go. Hey, double rare. I don't think I've ever equipped a double rare. Like, it's never really a surpass what I've already owned. Cuts him down. Oh, look, I forgot these guys dropping worms. Yeah. Break down the meat wagon. I'm pretty sure I am frozen. Also, I'm just standing in their aether fire and not carrying. This is amazing. I think I'm probably going to focus on a health regeneration pretty much for every character from here on out. It is super good. I like not having to worry about dying that much. Or as much. Shrek's epic. Let's save it. Already did. I like it because it's exciting and has a lot of energy without being melodramatic. Like I think the Doom soundtrack, and this might upset some people, but the Doom soundtrack it goes on the line of melodramatic music. I'm like, I'll take it. It's fine. Not amazing, but it's fine. Wait, how do I get over here? I keep forgetting this place is like an insane maze. Like just a random lightning bolt striking everywhere. Resistance fighters hanging around. Use that free dynamite I had. Curse of Burwitch. Nice. You know, I don't think I ever linked that to the Cannibal Town. Kind of makes sense that it does chaos damage, huh? I like how that guy's hips shake. I'm afraid his hips do not lie. Yeah, I know. Say it ain't so. Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to accept that they're cannibals. Live the lie. Enjoy the paradise. Just think they have a very well-stocked pig pen. Yeah, this is driving me crazy. How do I do exactly what I just did? Good. I'm glad we had this talk. Yeah, I'm trying to get into this side of town. Oh. It's really that easy. Ravenous with Guy Pearce? I have not, actually. What's that one about? Is that a, is it like a reality TV show? Is it like an information documentary? Oh, okay. Is that the one that actually has to do with the Wendigo? Okay. I mean, I gathered. Like, is it lean on myth or, like, basically just, you know, people who just do that? Now, no joke, out of morbid curiosity, I've actually read a book that was, like, kind of like a, about cannibalism. Just, like, where it was in history, where it shows up in nature, why it's taboo, etc., etc. It's actually pretty informative. Turns out it happened pretty frequently in history. And also not. Like, a lot of the, you know, like, cannibal tribes of the Pacific Ocean, yeah, that's completely false. Wow, keeper of the gates. Knock him dead. Okay, run away, eat the bee balm, then knock him dead. I think he was just hiding in a corner. I could have sworn. Oh my god! I could have sworn I killed this guy in the my laser playthrough. Got him. No achievement? Come on now. It's hardcore mode. What happened? Oops. Ravenous is a movie directed by Antonia Bird, starring Guy Pearce. 13 film is set in military outpost, 19th century, will rescue by dark turn where they're ambushed by sadistic cannibals. The script Ravenous was inspired by the Donner Party, a story of Alfred Packer. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Donner Party. Real tragedy. What? Oh, I forgot to go get Manticore Eyes. How'd you get two? Where'd you get them? You're in the Ancestral Heart, aren't you? Alright, alright, alright. I gotta go that way. Alright, I'll just pull this lever. Oh, right. And since they're closer to your level, they'll drop more readily. Alright, well, we've achieved what we were aiming to achieve. Now I just need to go down this way to see what's there. I gotta get me those eyes. I want Eye of the Storm. So it's interesting that it kind of turns into the a rescue mission turns, well, cannibal. Also, why is it always a sadistic cannibal? Like, just because you're cannibal, do you have to maintain sadistic tendencies? I feel like those aren't necessarily mutually exclusive or inclusive. I mean, I get it. Not everybody wants to be eaten. And I mean, like, you know, if you ever want, like, a traditional bad guy, I mean, yeah, a cannibal will do it. Exactly. I don't know. Historically, the cannibal craze was used to, you know, pretty much get away scot-free from a you know, committing atrocities to a bunch of islanders. Mainly because it was a legal loophole. It's like, yeah, you have to give these guys equal rights unless they're cannibals. And if the only information you're getting is from the people committing the crimes, well... suddenly the world's full of cannibals. But then again, we're living in a world where, like, you know, kidnapping people to work on your ship was a normal practice. A two-handed warped core? That's cool. Yeah, it's a shame there's not like a vendor that creates manticore eyes. Look at that. I'm not using shields, but that looks cool. How do they go about... Well, it's the thing. And mind you, they didn't prove anything. Basically, they took the word of the captains who were, you know, going out and doing this stuff. Like, the edict was made by a Portuguese queen, right? Say, hey, you know, here's the law of the seas, because I'm a queen. Somehow I have jurisdiction here. And it says, hey, if you're representing this country when you're going out in the sea... basically give these people equal rights because it's the right thing to do. There are people who live there. Do it. But cannibalism is an affront to God, and therefore you can do whatever you want to them. So naturally, if the only information you get is from the captains themselves, because, you know, they're the only ones usually with favor to talk to the nobles, if they even did, they were just like, well, yeah, we were beset upon by cannibals. Couldn't help it. But then they showed up to these islands like, hey, you guys work for us, mine this gold, or we're going to tell them you're cannibals and kill you all. Yeah, I've been wandering back and forth for a while. Take me away, back to the sewers. Just doing my part. I do need to go hunt for some manticore eyes. That's the thing that is going to happen. Yeah, I really do need a new helmet. I don't know why mine's untradeable. Oh, because it has an illusion. Rooted? Don't need gloves. Did I really only get one hat out of all this? Two? Madness. Right, take my things. Consider yourself equipped, sir. Although I do want these back. These ether clusters are pretty useful. They give you temporary immunity, and let me tell you, that's pretty strong. God, the Dusk soundtrack is good. I've almost forgotten. 75% damage absorption? Oh, hell yeah. Now I just need to remember to use it. Python blood. Crystal shard. Heart. And now I just gotta level up. Got what? 65. 2 more levels for this. 2 more levels for this. And we'll have a huge upgrade. Good times. Get me a teleporter. Oh, I gotta go talk to Creed. Creed! Nice, he's got his little legion. I like it.
I was beginning to read.
Ah! That's awesome. I do like the idea of the Black Legion. They're a bunch of group, or they are a group that are like a bunch of criminals, miscreants, and stuff like that. And then they just ended up being the last surviving force, you know, defending humanity. Just because they're so cussed-mindedly hard to kill. I guess I will get the regenerator. I'm liking how many freaking fucking briar thorns we're getting. Be obliged if you didn't hit me as hard. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's gonna be a slog just to get to him. Oh well. We are mighty. Fear not. I wonder about these manticores. They're actively fighting the briar thorns. They're kind of clumping up, kind of engaging themselves like that. At the end of the day, just some guy runs up and starts smacking them with a sword. It's gonna be terrifying. I mean, honestly, we're just some guy in the middle of the woods who comes in, presumably screaming. Ow! Jesus! Why did that hit me so hard? What happened? Hey, my resistances are pretty good. I really shouldn't be taking that kind of damage. Wantonly. Get out of here. There we go. A manticore! I found one! Yeah! We have to become the reverse revered with beasts. And Master Homestead. Homestead's really easy to get revered. I think. Just because beasts are pretty ubiquitous. Every area has them. The Jade Huntress. That reminds me of the passive at the background. I didn't realize the Covenant of Oakenbug liked me killing beasts. That's so? It is! Haha! That's good. I'll have to check my achievements, see if I have ever become revered with those guys. Ah, yes, Trollkin. That's what I wanted. Nope, nope, nope. I see giants, but they're stupid rocks. I'm not ready to die yet. Yeah, look at that. It's half my hit points. And I'm stunned for like 3 seconds. No, no, no! That's insane! How do I beat these guys? I'm probably like that. You throw a rock at me. That was way too close of a call. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I died grinding a frickin' manticore eyes. Get away, rock guys. Whoa! What is that? Was that Friend's Resolve or Fiend's Resolve? This purple is hard for me to say. Ah, Fiend's Resolve. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! Damn. Found a pretty decent purple offhand. Bad hat. Golgothian's Carnage. Yeah. I'm gonna keep all my purples though. Keep that, so I should have 6 right now. I just need 3 more. Ow. First boss section of the Grom almost kicked your ass. Seriously considering not being a Dansky and head back. You know, I would not think less of you. That actually sounds like an incredibly wise move. Oh, the thing I learned about the skeleton key places, and correct me if I'm wrong, don't they actually prevent you from leaving until you get through them? Nah, your character's worth too much. Don't throw him away like this. Do it in ultimate mode. Oh. I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. I hope you're not stuck in there. And if you are, be very, very careful. The best way is not to get killed is to not be there. Oh my god, a manticore eye dropped off a regular manticore? That's amazing. Alright, take it back. I keep having bad luck because you're giving me good luck. I'm so sorry, that's not true. Jesus. They hit so hard. Can you please return? I feel like these guys are bypassing my defenses pretty thoroughly. I guess you're level 68. That's not nothing. Uh-oh. No! Be very careful. I'm rooting for you, man. That's no joke. That Sacred Grove is quite scary. Gotcha. Wait a minute, did I get all three? Hold up, hold up. If I had 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm one short! No! Plague Blood Carver. Nice. Well, Mr. Flame Eater, you're going down. There's a couple more manticores in here. Squeak them out. Yes, second. I feel like there should be a bridge there. That might be what that rock at the bottom is. Okay, I'm really not going to be killing all these guys. I'm just, for whatever reason, thought there'd be a couple more manticores. Still can't believe I'm one short. That's unfair. I have half a mind to restart and just respawn all the freaking manticores, but no. Ancient Grove. I don't have to go all the way. Maybe that's the answer. Yeah. Where is it? Where's the Ancient Grove? Here? Yeah, we're hunting Manticore. It's happening. And in doing so, we'll be getting reputation, so that's a plus. Yeah, like these brutes. Totally beasts. Plants, not so much. I don't think there's a faction that's just like, yeah, kill plants. I hate plants. See, I got this Venom Gaze Vial and all this stuff. I don't know what I need it for. I feel like I'm just carrying it in my backpack because it makes me happy. Ah, yes, mosquitoes. I've forgotten all about you. ask for 3 items for you from some point. Oh, okay. Nice. Is that like a reputation quest? Sounds like it might be. Well, whatever they ask for, they can have. I know I joined a Paimons guys, but I feel like we discovered that they're evil. Or Korvax spawn. Okay, I don't like these guys. Am I gonna get killed because there's loot in the way of the enemy? Hey, that's not a problem I expected. Open diminishing turn levels. Huh. All this for a single Manticore Eye. I will immediately abandon this prospect the moment I find one. Wow, that's a lot of cold damage. And I'm excited to see what a level 100 looks like. Especially for a character like this. I mean, he's so strong, but flawed in so many ways. Like, I don't have that much health. I don't have that much regeneration, right? I can still be killed. Hey, Sunflower, how's it going? How are things? We're just chugging along, rocking out, killing cannibals. Yeah, we're hanging out in the Ogdenbug. This is the hardcore challenge. Good. Good, I'm glad to hear. Whoa, where's this? Wait a minute, what? I find a secret area? Hold on, is this just like a little cove? Oh, neat. Okay, well, that exists. So what's going on with you guys? What's been up to? There we go. There you go. One level, one level. Ah! No! That is way too close. But yeah, getting that extra level, you'll have this huge damage boost. Hopefully you're not sacrificing too much. Yeah. Yeah, there really are. This game is a pretty much endless. We're basically at end game with this difficulty. And then we start again at a higher difficulty. And just being a guy swinging a sword, you can only go so far. Oh, yeah? Any that have stuck out for you? I know, right? Solo leveling is a demo? Interesting. I don't think I've heard that one. What's it about? Hit level 70. Offhand brings... Oh my god. Hang in there, man. You got this. You got this. You will not be brought low. I'm fighting scary, shambling monsters. Plants. Why am I fighting plants? All this for a freaking manticore. I just want the eye. Just one. Okay. We'll be okay. Guys aren't so over-leveled. That's a lie. They're level 70. Get whacked. Bloodthirsty Bloom. I know these guys are a high level. I'm taking damage. Hopefully, I'm relying very heavily on my damage or my health regeneration. But these guys are starting to actually hit me for like large chunks of health. What's here? It's damage modified, so I do more damage. They attack faster, and then they reduce my damage. Awesome. Glad we had this stock. Yeah, Mad Hat actually, with his character, went into a really dangerous area. It's this area, but once you get past the skeleton D door, it's gloves off, basically. And since we're playing on hardcore, that could be the end of our character if we're one false step. Ah! Okay, that's a wall. Yeah, health. I'm gonna need you to return to the upward position, thank you. Wait, no, you died! No! No! You really did pull a Dansky. Was it at least close? Was it a good fight? Or did you just get raffle stomped? Well, we don't know yet. Okay, keep an eye out for the spiky tail guys. They're the ones I'm hunting. Everything else is just chaff. Got to phase 2. I think it was the fire that got me. The fire resistance wasn't high. Oh no, so your resistances kind of fell behind? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Flew too close to the sun. I know what it's like. Do you like that, sports analyst? Elemental resists were behind because you pumped everything into ether and chaos. I did the same exact thing earlier with this character. Like, my elementals started falling behind because of the quote-unquote hard-to-get ones. Man, that's rough. That was such a good character. Did you at least get to use the special item? Did it kill things fast? God damn, okay. So that was quite strong. Oh, remember, if you get a Polodansky, don't feel bad about running away. We know this for next time. The ancient grove is not to be trifled with. And bovine amphibians are not to be trifled with. Also, Vox, if you're still here, it just occurred to me that a bovine amphibian is just a bullfrog. I didn't piece that together until now. Metaphorically say that? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure they have bull and frog qualities. Hey, Arnie, how you doing? Well, it was great seeing you guys. I have to go. Well, have a good rest of the night. I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, Arnie? Hopefully the day's treating you well. How fares the Western Front? Good. I am currently desperately trying to find a single manticore eye. But as it turns out, every manticore I'm fighting just happens to be blind. Or I just can't help hitting them in the face. Hey, you're here! Good to see you, Radical. How's it going, bud? Playing a bit too much of it. Examina? What game is that? Sounds cool. Yeah, we're still kicking. This character's still got a little bit of life in him. We've had some close calls. Arguably unnecessary close calls. And not one gosh darn manticore eye. Is it? Stand by. I have to take a look. I have over 1,700 games on my wish list, so. Nope. Okay, how do I spell that? X. Amina. There it is. Oh yeah, this game looks amazing. How is this game? You took a week off gaming? Well, good for you. Get a chance to decompress a little bit. Are you feeling better? Well, I'm glad you had a chance to take a break, and it's special. Special good or special bad? I think it's a game that needs to stay in the oven. That I believe. Isn't it still, like, super in early access? Yes. Mr. the Tormented. Oh, good. Well, take as much time as you need. I'm glad that you're able to kick it here, though. Take some time. Relax. No pressure. This manticore scares me. Don't hit me! Where'd he go? Get stuck on... Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they do have much in the way of addictive properties. Something I think it might, you know, be wary to keep an eye on. Why is there so many? Why? I thought there was like 5. You're just sitting there feeling frozen. I know the feeling, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was exploring the sewer floor of the dungeon, just trying to get all the good items around there. Okay. Is there more than just the sewer area? Nice. What kind of character are you rolling? There you are. Give me your eyes. Okay, I'm running away. Haha. Not one goddamn eye. I hate this life. Character is pretty rough. There isn't much character choices right now. Hey, full plate, two-handed sword. That's enough character for me. I mean, I'd probably much do the same thing. Full plate and polearm. Just shoving people down, bashing them to death. Yeah, because doesn't that game use something along the lines of a... not like QWERTY controls, but physics engine to maintain the attacks? Yeah, I always thought that was a really cool concept. It's really hard to do well because all you really got to do is just like spin, gain momentum. Very quirky.
I've spoken with Carinia. Carinia has a...
Wizard to Creed, 10th entry. Crap! Let's put everything in my keep bag. Do some house cleaning. Okay, now I can look at chat. Literally died by stumbling on a chair and hitting your head. Oh no! There falls the mighty knight. Whoa! I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at your pain. But that is a pretty rough way to go. Early game is very tough until you get some good bits. I get that, yeah. It's really hard to be like a mighty knight when all you're wearing is a freaking gambeson. Damage is separated into temporary and permanent, and a lot of the armor job is tank permanent damage. Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, you can take as much temporary damage as you want, but unless you got something that kind of like deflects out the super damaging stuff. I get you. That's cool. Ah. That's actually kind of a cool mechanic.
Put it to good use.
Wow, okay. Okay, as I was searching through the achievements, I'm gonna spend some money. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, heal the half or full. The inventory system is a bit funny. Really? So is it kind of like a you got a backpack and you got like limited space to carry stuff, or you have a square and each stuff in there? That's kind of cool. So and it's basically the challenge between what's a stackable item and what's not. Does it do that silly thing where like small items, uh, like weigh the same as heavy items? Like a key is roughly the same size as a freaking helmet. That's always one of those things that drives me a little crazy. Unpile the keys until you lock the door. Oh, okay. It's just basically one square, more or less. Retake the square! Well, that certainly is a lot of dudes. Going down, ethereals! You're going down! I like how many they throw at you here. Oh, nope, still coming. Yeah, okay, that was a lot of damage. Rude. Yeah, it'd be nice to have, like, damage auras. Plural. A Galagaraz. What a name. This is like 50 dead people merged into one. I always wondered about that. Like, you take an undead, right? And then you, like, there are a bunch of merged bodies. But does that merged body have a single thought, or are they consumed by many? Hey, old boy, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you think would be more scary? Being an individual in a massive conglomeration of other corpses, or being, having your entire psyche be superseded by another individual?
There you are. We'll discuss it.
Or by a hive mind, I guess.
Karina's giving me the go. Still.
His blade, Alice's pen, I dare say it might be time to put these old bones back to the front. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I know you meant high radical. I get you. Well, more power to you. I mean, I'm glad you're getting some art time in. Don't sweat it, Opal. I think we know what you mean. That's good. What's everybody been playing today? Anything of note? Anybody who hasn't seen anything exciting with Next Fest? I'm excited for Sunday. Do another wave of games. I gotcha. Well, good. I think it's it goes a long way showing, you know, it doesn't bother you anymore. If you can just take it back and laugh. I love the idea of entity being an amalgamation of all the psyches. So, like, everyone kind of only hears the most dominant thought, like a loudspeaker, but all thoughts and emotions are just a mishmash of horrific nightmares, tormented screams. I getcha. So, basically, like, you have, like, this compulsion to think about a particular thing in a particular direction, but you might not know why you're thinking that way. And you know, you keep, like, maybe trying to fight back against that compulsion. That's kind of interesting. I like that. I always thought the more frightening myself was the idea of being trapped. Okay, yeah. I'll let you finish your thought before I get mine. Yeah. Well, the idea, yeah, is like, what kind of undead would be scarier? Because right now we're in an area where we're fighting amalgamation creatures. Like just combined corpses linked together. So believe it or not, the horrific aspect was actually a feature, not a bug. You know, I never thought that training dummies would be in a blacksmith. Makes sense, though. Look, this wonderful legendary sword I made. Here, why don't you try this out on a straw person I made? You'd be a mighty hero with this one. I'll sell it to you for a low price. I don't know. I feel like blacksmith characters, they tend to be pretty typecasted. But I think maybe they're underappreciated character. You know, it's like, why not have the shyster be a blacksmith? Why not have the, you know, maybe the artist? Or my favorite, the obsessive, you know, perfectionist. I must make the ultimate weapon. That's kind of what the Nailmaster was in Hollow Knight. It's like, I lived my entire life to make the perfect sword. Now that I've done so, I wish to die by it. And you can either choose to kill him or not. Although I do like the story about he can find a new beginning. I'm meeting the Nailmaster who turned to paint. I don't even know what quest I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm trying to find a resistance bomb. Of course. It's like every alley I go into is just swarming with enemies. It gives me a new light in how impressive the Mammoth resistance is. Like, I know we're one guy, but we are like, we got protagonist power. And apparently we pray to a large number of gods. Oh, but wait, there's 10 more. Alright, imagine you and everybody that makes up the body is trapped inside, cursed and compulsed to do your maker's bidding. But it's like all of your consciousness are stuck in a room together, shouting, screaming, crying, feeling and seeing everything that the monstrosity does, unable to do anything. Exactly, it's like a prison. Like, you're a part of it. You have to function in, you know, as a part of it. Could that be and I may have seen a kind of a parallel in a book I've read before, but that might be an interesting thing. Like, the monster is like an unbeatable beast, right? But at the same time, one of the best ways to fight against it is to kind of like, you know, be especially convincing one by one to every single entity in there. Like, why does the necromancer have to be a dominating one? Why can't he convince the dead work for him? I mean, ultimately, wouldn't a willing servant be a much better than a, or a willing companion be better than a enslaved servant? Give me a second to see this, and we'll read that. How about a blacksmith that never makes the same thing twice? An eccentric inventor blacksmith. Could be a plot point, but you get him to make something similar. Oh, I like that idea. So basically, yeah, it's like, hey, look, he makes some of these wild, crazy contraptions, but you know, it's like, I've already made that before. I will not make you a sword. That's so blasé. It's so boring. How about this, you know, crazy whip blade? I've mastered it. Yeah. I mean, why does the interaction with a death have to be a malign thing? There's argument for both. You probably... I mean, that's true. But then again, that's when you get the basis of a the mindless undead, right? Like, a skeleton doesn't have a mind of his own, unless you're containing a soul. I don't actually know what the animating force for that would be. Yeah, I suppose it depends on the, you know, story that you're going with. In D&D, it would just be negative energy. But even that's changed. Yeah, it's the fact that they always seem to be the same. Even when somebody's trying to do something different, they're still typecasted as kind of like the morose, gloomy character. But I think if you, like, you know, expand your horizons. Like, one of my D&D characters that I enjoyed playing, like, I made a necromancer, but his entire thing was he was a doctor. He wanted to actually cure death. That's why he decided to, like, you know, search the arcane ways. He lost a loved one, and damn it, he will not let that happen to the innocent again. It's Dr. Reginald Sinclair. Yeah. You just target it as a moral thing. Well, I mean, yes, and I agree, but I think there's so many different ways you can do the moral thing. Like, why not see the benign nature of it? I mean, who's to say that it's inherently immoral? I mean, hell. If there was, like, ancestor worship that did something, wouldn't that be a form of necromancy? Oh, no, I know. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be defensive. I was more being reinforced and getting higher on my soapbox. I'm easily egged on. Probably that it's just SPs. I've always looked down upon. I mean, that's definitely true. I think it's like how we interact with the dead, and I think there's like an evolutionary aspect of that. Because like historically, you know, back before there was medicine and things, They probably saw some of the negative effects of people interacting with dead bodies and like getting sick and stuff. They're like, ah, the mummy's curse. People have a debate about if you can save someone, you have the obligation to. So you could have a bunch of necromancers be like, if I can resurrect somebody, I feel guilty if I don't. Well, yeah, then you have this thing. Do you have a moral obligation not to? Or do you have a moral obligation to do so? It's like the ultimate healer's thing, the Hippocratic Oath. That actually makes a good question. Like, imagine, this is a necromancer, right? Now, picture this. Maybe it's a necromancer, maybe it's a good cleric, but he's hunted as a bounty, right? Because no matter what, no matter how far he goes, he uses those 500 gold piece diamonds, he resurrects everyone he meets. Because he's a doctor and he has, he has solved the death problem, right? But what if he has, like, a wake where he's just, like, people trying to hunt him down and fight against him because it's just, like, I mean, you're resurrecting criminals, people who don't want to be resurrected. In a way, you're desecrating our dead because, you've taken our ancestors and pulled them away from their, happy afterlife. Like, this guy's got to be stopped. Yeah, that would help. So, what's your 3 favorite things in life? I like eating children and burning down homes, kicking puppies and the like. Yeah, okay, I'm not bringing it back. You have a debate, a whole debate if immortal to do it. Oh, immoral to do it. I get you. I don't know why I read immortal. Also, you could be resurrecting people from so long ago that the adjustment to the new society. Oh, that would be an interesting taking. Like, can you imagine being somebody resurrected in that way? Trying to integrate yourself? Sinclair finds one graveyard and goes 100k in debt. Well, let's say multi-class as transmutationalist and can just make diamonds. Necromancy corpse desecration is probably tied to the disease in part because rot is, and widespread rot is associated with disease. As a necromancer could be the guy who keeps bodies in suspended animation state, have ready access to those diseases, use undead to spread aerosolized spores vaccination to the disease. Oh, that's interesting. So actually using the corpses to resist plagues and stuff, that's kind of cool. That's a great idea. And actually use that necromancer to be kind of like a chemist. It's like, why are you keeping and desecrating our putrefying dead? Well, it's to make you guys immune to it. And maybe that necromantic ritual that the heroes are trying to stop is actually going to doom the city to the plague. They're doing unnatural stuff in there. What, medicine? That's probably how you play part of a necromancer. I get you. Well, I'd also feel like your character would also be aerosolizing a, everybody's now just part undead. Yeah, I understand you're still alive, but, everybody's got a taste of it. It's now normal. To make the notes a score. Corpse reanimation, but they use parasitic mushrooms to keep the rot at a stable level. Yeah, I can use that. Or maybe the mushrooms become more and more toxic as they extract the poisons from the corpses, but that's used as a method to preserve the corpse for like embalming and caskets and stuff. I couldn't help but notice that there's a big skull man in there. Ah! Yep, what he said. Fleshweaver Haraxis. What a name. What a player. That's right. I win. Corpse reanimation. Oh, wait. Right, like the secrete and ichor of some kind that can be used to transmute. That would be kind of cool. Like, okay, how about this as a story? Taking that story where they're using these mushrooms, maybe the necromancer isn't necessarily the one doing evil, but the Thieves Guild who are stealing and harvesting the mushrooms to actually make these insane poisons. Maybe they're the reason that people are blaming the necromancer, because he is actively making the thing. Maybe not even trying to like sell it. Yeah, I know. Probably. I mean, that's the kind of thing with the ethereals. I don't know. I feel like the local Thieves Guild always ends up turning into the good guy. I want a Thieves Guild that's a bad guy, damn it. That may be because I specifically make rogues, but... everybody likes the plucky rogue. But yeah, that's the thing with the ethereals, is they actually kill people so that they can inhabit the corpses and they, or possess the corpses and then make an army of the undead. Hey, that's another idea. It's like an endless circle. Can you imagine a bounty hunter resurrecting somebody to collect the bounty again and again and again? I believe it. Get that, yeah. I kind of wonder what attachment a necromancer would have to the undead they make. Do they see them as a tool, a resource, a vessel for which they use magic? I feel like if it's a wizard, there would be a lot less reverence involved. And I only say that because I feel like a wizardry involves a lot more study and understanding, which would lean a lot less into a, the superstition of it and more into the science. But, I mean, there are scientists who, become, well, stereotypical scientists who become very attached to their projects, so maybe that is exist. No, don't name it! Have a cult's thieves guild that's slowly stealing artifacts for evil ritual, and assume they were just... Oh, I'm slowly dying. Everybody assumes they were hired for it, so no one's suspicious of them. Oh, so they're like the main instigators of this? That's kind of cool. So you kind of tie into the cult aspect of it. Yeah, they got random ethereal puddles, which make looking away from the screen hard. Yeah. Which I wonder... I kind of see the aspect of a Thieves Guild. I was thinking about that when watching you play Thief, Opal. Is they have like a lot of these guilds where it's like one guy, like that one drunk that you're following around. He's part of a guild, right? But he's like stealing things, and the boss is just like, yeah, you better give me that money. Fence that thing that you stole. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that kind of dynamic is very interesting. Like, how does a thieves group work? Like, is it the boss that gets all the money and everybody else just works for him? Or what is the benefit of being in a thieves guild if that's the case? I guess just numbers and protection. Like being in a gang. Maybe get tools so that you can do it better. I'm just kind of theory crafting there. Oh, there is a good guy in there. Two of them. Did I not recover the resistance bomb? Okay. So basically somebody has a contract. I want this thing stolen. Like, yes, I will do so if you pay me. They vet and assign jobs. Oh. They kind of act as the broker, so it's less of a thieves guild and more of like the boss is the broker who gets jobs to the other thieves. And the thieves actually get payments, whereas, you know, the broker gets things and then sells the thing to whoever's trying to requisition it. Ah, to be a middleman. Maybe the only higher thieves would get jobs, and the lower thieves might not get much. Okay, I get that. Whereas the lower level thieves are just kind of like the cut purses and, you know, the ones who stand outside of an event pickpocketing people. Maybe just for like a little bit of food. Maybe a place to sleep. Ooh. Okay, things are very high level right now. There's another Flesh Weaver. Flesh Weaver. Her name? Istius? Flesh Shaper. I will get their name. Hinicius. Their flesh is weak. Mine keeps regenerating. Well, that's a problem. Well, I still do plenty of damage when I hit things with the sword. That's good. And because I'm using a sword, not a hammer, I have a fast attack speed. Yeah, it's just some of those small details that you really only get after playing this game for an absurdly long time. Oops, I don't know why I clicked devotion. I did level up, though. It's awesome. Oh, I'm level 65. Holy crap. That's a big level. Okay, we're going to start inching towards Maelstrom. Yeah. So I get a new chest piece, and I get a new hat. Talk to me about this hat. Oh. We'll need a new Hammond eventually. Claims will make resistance makeshift explosives and more potent. Grim Harvest boots, nice. Yeah, this one. Once I'm able to like switch out my equip, I'm still not strong enough to wear these pants. That makes me sad. Thanks. Lower thieves are grave robbers. I feel like a grave robber is a particularly intelligent kind of thief. I mean, think about it. Like, you have to know enough about the corpse themselves to know who carries valuables or who is buried with them. Then you have to go in the dead of night, actually dig up the corpse, because that's not easy. Oi, you lot got dug up teeny davers each. 20? 20 davers. 20 daubers each. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, it took me a second to read that out. Yeah, 20 corpses. That's a long night. Especially assuming that they're dug 6 feet in the ground. Although I was actually thinking about that. There were several books I've read in the fantasy genre that really outlined battlefield scavengers. Like the ones who actually chase medieval battles and like collect the weapons and stuff. The first quest? Jeez. Put you back into it. Alright, devotion point. Now let me quickly take a little peek at what I'm gathering. I need blue and yellow. They're gonna get the tower? No. 18, 19, 20. 6, 7, 8. 20 and 8. Excellent. I dare say it may be the turtle. Do you like me, turtle? Okay, so yeah, you dig up 20 to initiate it into this guild. Imagine black market for parts and organs ran by necromancers, supplied by the Thieves Guild. It's a good idea. And then on top of that, you probably add a shortcut. Don't mind if I do. But you can kind of add the fact that there can be entire like guilds and stuff of maybe religious institutions that may pay some reverence towards the corpus itself. Maybe in kind of like worshiping the individual parts of the body, they gain understanding spiritually. I don't know. Brother Matthias sitting and pondering the very heart. And he sits and just kind of, meditates and prays upon hearts and stuff. But what if the Thieves Guild was selling crypts and coffins that are like inventors versus the new system? Oh, so they have like kind of different kinds? Or you can have two competing Thieves Guilds, right? You can have one that actually like builds coffins, acts as an inventors guild, has jewels and stuff, but they're competing against the grave robbers. So like basically the grave robbers have to get better by actually being able to break into more and more elaborate coffins, whereas they keep making the other faction keeps trying to make more advanced, more defensible coffins so that they don't get robbed. Of course, you can have the verse where people hunt down grave robbers and organ traders for their Yeah, that's true. They don't have to dig around the dirt valuables. Yeah, exactly. That'd be kind of cool. You design a coffin that, I don't know, erupts from the earth when you're ready. Or better yet, you can consider the fact that they purposely made more defensible coffins to sell to people, which then they people in the same guild have to try to figure out and open. Because, you know, just because they're in the same guild doesn't mean they have to work together. Crypts you don't have to dig. Yeah. You just need a padlock. Although I'm pretty sure when it comes to like family crypts and stuff, it might actually be in like the family's final thing. It's like, yeah, don't build a door that's able to open. I need you to create a wall so there's no entrance. And why isn't that a game? Grave robbing simulator? I'd play the hell out of that. I mean, Crime Scene Cleaner was fun. Graveyard Keeper is great, but you're not really sealing the valuables of the dead so much as the dead. I like spoopy games. What did you have in mind? Builders of the Crypt, they put a secret door. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a back door. Oh, that does kind of bring to my mind the idea of a... not Artificer. Yeah, Grave Robber Simulator would be pretty fun. Pretty cathartic, too, because, I mean, there's simulators with digging mechanics. There's simulators with a economy mechanics of, like, selling a fence. Or selling to a fence. Not like, you know, a picket fence. So, I mean, there's a precedent. I'm pleased by how long this soundtrack is. Mortuary Assistant? Oh, yeah, I've heard about that one. That game looks like it would make me crap my pants. Not really, but it looks super spooky. Actually, I'm very intrigued by it for that fact. Well, I never grabbed it. I really got to get on that. Maybe I'll see if it gets on sale or something. Few vengeful ghosts? Exactly. There's a way into the center area that I haven't figured out how to get to. It's way too much like a maze. Let me in. Hell yeah. I think so too. I mean, you're digging up, you can upgrade your things by getting like a better shovel, better drill. You get like deeper and deeper, different kinds of dead places to go. Sometimes you have to avoid traps. Sometimes you have to avoid again, the undead. Perhaps they have kind of like a economy mechanic. Maybe they give you a house, like your hideout, that you can kind of build up in your own macabre fashion. undead. Can we say that Morladim is one of the most frightening? Which one's Morladim? Or what is that from? And remember, important detail, I am very biased when somebody says something is frightening. I tend not to find it frightening. Only because I've been so inundated with it. Vanished ghosts are like pick the graves you robbed, right, to avoid disturbing. Yeah. Elite skeleton warrior. Oh, yeah. That guy'd mess you up. Yeah, I remember playing that. Actually, back in the day, back when I had whoops, that's not what I wanted. Give him back. My warrior, my halfling warrior, where I got the name Little Dansky. He definitely had this, he rocked into that area with a freaking shovel and a shotgun. Makes you think of, GY, the graveyard in Ariro Town from Ocarina of Time. You know, I've never actually played Ocarina of Time myself. Crazy, I know, but... I'm sorry, I'm losing... That's insane. How am I over maximum? Elemental resistance. I can lose that. I'm dropping the chaos resist. I can do it. And this looks too cool not to have. I gained too much. No, I don't. Where's the lightning damage? No! I bought the wrong one. Well, let's go buy the right one. I know, right? And I put in a thing that it's not actually hard to get. Oh my god. I wanted this one. Yeah, lightning and bleeding. And storm surge. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, that's brutal. Especially if you got, like, really close to the end. Oh, that's awful. Holy crap. I lost so much resistance. Could I not? Yeah, that chaos resist. I don't know if I can actually sacrifice that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. However... Oops, that's not what I want. What happens if... Get some of these, like, do these give chaos resist? Be much obliged. Well, drat damn and blast. 7 damage. Okay. I mean, in this particular area, no. But if I do another loop or go through Old Gods, I might. Or Forgotten Gods. That's a tough one. I dare say I'm going to hold on to it. And think really hard about it.
Put it to good use. Got something
I guess if I'm doing that, maybe I should do Forgotten Gods, because once I beat this DLC, I will...
Ah, we speak at last. I cannot speak.
There we go. Yeah, we're doing Forgotten Gods. We're having a divergence. Because I believe that if I beat the other DLC, it'll just get me to the next difficulty. I don't quite want that. And hopefully I find a Manticore Eye. Just one. Maybe I can buy one. And if I find a means to gain Chaos Resist... Oops. Ah, I see. Rude. The Imperium's cool. Worse. Yeah, that's not really an option, huh? Whatever makes you live longest or know what... Yeah, exactly. I mean, this being a challenge, I do actually have to, you know, be somewhat smart about it. If only a little bit. We're not going to push it too much.
Come see what's left of my wares.
What's left of my wares? Now, that's confidence I like to hear. Ooh, hello. Wind Devil. Ether Resist. Again, the Chaos Resist I cannot do without.
Well spent.
I know, I'm sorry. I legitimately feel bad that you died that one. That's rough.
The emissary warned me of...
Now, there's definitely an achievement in here about getting to the 10th circle of the Shattered Realms in hardcore mode. That one's going to be pretty tough. I might do that at the, like, end of my ultimate challenge. There we go. It was meant to be.
The emissary was right, as usual.
Of course I did. I keep forgetting, the beginning missions of this are pretty rough. And this game leans heavily on the desert theme. Of course. Alright, we're sticking with Bismol here. Hi.
You've been quite a sight since entering our camp. I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. But will you be at my side? My dear, then what I've heard is true. You do have some sense to accompany your the schemer's web.
Alright, talk to Elaine. Hello.
Fight under Pismia's will. A wise decision. In the end, we all serve Pismia's will. We might as well be doing things. Yes. I have been tasked with preparations for the upcoming battle, and you will assist me. The Lady of Whispers has decreed that we are to gather powerful essence from the guardians of Corvin temples. They call it blood of the Watchers, though it is not blood in the literal sense. It is pure arcane energy, turned solid within the shells of the stone guardians still roaming these lands. Find these infused animated Watchers among the ruins of the Carandox and the Temple of Osir to the north, and bring me their blood.
Okay. I like how it's a cult of spies. Like the eldritch god of spies. Hey, it's this guy. He's on the cover.
Well, look what we've got here.
What's that? You're a merchant? Sure, a sword I won't use. I love it. I'll cherish it. Never. Whoa! Hello. I dare say I think I just found a hammer that boosts my attack. Wow. That's pretty strong. I actually might head back to just let me get the quest first. I might head back to Devil's Crossing just to deal with that one. Hi.
Serve the three.
Serve the three. Alright. I don't remember where I got the troll wart powder. I'm pretty sure that's a, where was that? Do I have all these? Yeah, I think that was the rovers. Not positive, though. Don't even have the option here. Oh, it's just more damage.
It's a good use.
Rovers, gotcha, okay. That'll be my first stop. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I use it pretty frequently because it's it gives me health regen, but attaches to my weapon. It's too good. There we are. Thank you, sir. Okay, hammer. I don't understand. Why can't I equip this? What is the limitation? Apply to all what? God damn it. I bought the wrong one. Potent troll wart powder. Glad we had this talk. Cool. Now I just need the silver thingy. Look at that big old hammer. Jesus. You gonna be hitting things with that? What is this? It's imbued silver. Yep, that's a huge chunk of chaos resist right there. Back to 83. Nice. Oh yeah, the hammer's much better.
I'll give you a good push. Go left. See you around.
I like that so much, let's go hit something with it. That's such a ridiculously huge hammer. Yeah, I'm making a railway with this thing. Alright, smash the beetles. There we go. So I think there is a boss monster in Forgotten Gods that I've never beaten. There's an achievement for it. But I don't think I've ever seen the boss, let alone beat him. I mean, there might be like a super secret place in this area. Maybe I'll have to investigate. Pretty sure we'll be able to breeze by here pretty easily. Up until we start fighting undead. And we gotta be careful again. But I want those devotion shrines. Make sure this boss is a regenerator. No! There's a lot of dudes. Becoming untenable. Coven of Uchtdemog. They got a lot of really good stuff. I believe the soundtrack might be repeating itself. No, still got a few tracks to go. Thought I was going in a circle. Well, the majority of the tracks are really good. That's crazy. New DLC. The first enemies you fight are freaking Grobbles. Is this really what you have to offer? Pseudo-goblins of this world? Okay, I think I know how to go down there. You love Grobbles. What? How can you possibly love those things? I mean, that's fair. They do have a fun name. Well, they can have their fake goblins. It actually reminded me a little bit closer to, I don't know if you played the original Fable game, but they have the Hobbs. And they're basically just small, you know, evil, malicious people. Yeah, at least in a Morrowind, when you get to a new area, you get to deal with freaking Reiklings. That's new. That's unique. It's terrible if you're a mage. Also, also is terrible if you discover that they have that magic reflect, and then you shoot an instant kill arrow at them. Yeah, that sucks. Yes, I will. Pull the loot out of this corpse. You know, these beetles with the other worms inside really gross me out. I've never really liked the idea of parasitic worms living inside of things. YouTube seems to think that I think differently about that. Yeah, I know, super gross. But then again, if it comes down to it, I pretty much think that is probably the scariest thing you do. Like, at that point, if I have, like, a parasitic worm that lives in my arm that's gonna be eating me, I'm like, look, just take the arm. I don't want it anymore. You can have it. It's yours. The whole arm is yours. Just cut it off, I'm good. Yeah, get smashed. Alright, we have lovingly clear. Oh, no. Cave not cleared. There we go. Well, we're going to go for a brief pause while I get another glass of water. I shall return. There's a Nurgle hero in Total Warhammer 3 who is a parasitic worm that is currently occupying an ogre body. Oh god! That's awesome. Do a quick burp. Won't be long. Yeah, for whatever reason, I forgot my water bottle, but I have just a cup of water next to me. Yeah, I like the idea of the hero being the worm itself. Gross for sure, but it's an interesting idea. God. Timbercon, the Maggot Lord. Oh god. That's a cool idea, though. Have you played much of that Warhammer game? Total War? I've always meant to get into a Total War game, but it's always one of those that's like, I'll get to another time, and then another time never comes. Headbutting dinosaurs. To fight you. Okay. Every faction hero plays Infinity, so that is awesome. Very necessary thing about what you were going to do. Yeah, exactly. That's a lesson. Seize the moment. See, I do like that. That actually, the game is designed with different playstyles in mind. Like, definitively. So it's never the same every single time. That's kind of cool. So which faction is your favorite then, Mad Hat? That'd be cool if they have like a cavalry faction. Like specializing in hitting and running. Speed over everything else. They just don't fight head on. There's your solution. Haven't played enough to pick a favorite yet, though you played Nurgle a bit more than the others. I gotcha. Slow but invincible. The inevitable end. That's kind of cool too, because like, don't fantasy Nurgle guys have like zombies and stuff? So like, no matter what, you're always like gaining more units. I mean, maybe that's just conjecture on my point, but I feel like a plague zombie fits. But I also appreciate how tough the game seems too. Like those 4X games really do not pull punches when it comes to like, you know, having the AI just be absurdly better at it than you. It usually takes me several playthroughs so I really get a game down. And even then, there's still some I can't wrap my head around. So I'm loath to admit it. Well, we're certainly powering through these enemies. That's a good feeling. It'd be nice if we actually get a hammer that focuses with our like shaman powers. We had one for a while. The Elite Blade. That focused more on healing, which wasn't really bad. Maybe we'll find something that compares. Alright, Eldritch. we are doing a ton of damage per hit. This is awesome. The sting! The sting! Yeah, I'm kind of used to the enemies having the same health as Titan Quest. Something that I tell you, some of those enemies tend to be pretty tanky. Although I'm rocking a poison build, so tends to drain the enemies pretty effectively. But the downside to a poison, in Titan Quest specifically, is ghosts and other kinds of incorporeal undead are immune to it. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I guess it's hard to have poison coursing through your veins if you don't have veins. But at the same time, I can poison a skeleton. That I don't get. Yeah, the guy just is his entire build is throwing shurikens at bad guys and running away. It's definitely a Dansky character. I like just hitting two of them once, just made them fly away. Alright, tomorrow I vow. Before streaming, I'm drinking some coffee. Yeah, I do love me some coffee. I've been trying to reduce how much I drink, you know, in the PM. But, you know, I need that extra boost. A great pick-me-up. Yeah. It's always so tempting. Because it tastes so good. Although, my roommate tried my coffee and said that is utterly vile. I was okay with it because, like, oh, sweet, I don't have to share. But maybe. I learned a long time ago. Learn to like things people don't like. So therefore it will always be yours. Hell yeah, I drink black coffee. Coconut. This time I had it was kind of a mocha, so it was chocolate-infused coffee. But drink that black, it's so good. It's got like that dark, it's not milk chocolate, but it's that like cocoa nibs. Yeah? What's the thing you rarely do? You can see now chocolate would go with... Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the, just... Dark chocolate itself has a very earthy flavor. It really goes well with the, you know, the earthiness of the coffee itself. 2 shots of espresso and black coffee poured over 2 scoops of it. Ooh, that sounds really good. And it doesn't like insta melt the gelato? Otherwise, it's coffee and or espresso. I like and or. It did with the coffee, but normal item is affogato. Oh. But also black burnt beans. Well, you don't... Interesting, okay. Which is interesting because the light coffee actually has more caffeine in it. I mean, I like them both, so. Womp. I'm finding blueprints galore. This is great. I got these swords that just do not do the same kind of damage. And it barely compares. That's crazy. Exactly. Sometimes you need something a little extra bitter to counteract the sweetness. I'm kidding, of course. Fernet? What's Fernet? Fernet? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Whoa, where's this? The hidden refuge, huh? Ooh. No, I've been here. I had to have. Ah, here we go. Yeah, random purple. I'll take that. What's this? Pyroclasm mark? Wow. Increases my resistances. Increases my damage. Allows me to do Burning Fury. It's a ranged, dual-wielding, or two-handed technique that activates off default weapon attacks. I'm doing the math in my head. In vitality and slow. 80, I'm 11 over. I would lose a little bit of vitality. Lose a ton of health regen. That's a sad. Bitter, minty, delicious. Fernet Branca is a type of Amararo liqueur. Specifically a Fernet, a bitter, herbal Italian spirit. It's known for its intense bitter flavor and is often served. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta try that. That sounds good. This is going to the I'm thinking about it pile. I don't know if I want to give up the health regen. Too important. But the 66% lightning damage is kind of insane. In fact, let's just get a little taste. An extra 1,000 damage. That's not a big enough upgrade. Chartreuse. You know, I've not really tried much in the way of liqueurs. I've always been surrounded by people who always drink. Like, yeah, we just want the, you know, if it's not scotch, if it's not a whiskey or a vodka, we don't want it. Which is ridiculous. Theovinus ring. That's it. Seems rather silly. Oh, gotcha. That's kind of cool. Get the opportunity to get all these different, like, experiment with different flavors. Lean into the turtle. Even though I only want the turtle for its points. Not for what it gives me. Really, that chocolate dark roast actually sounds really good. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's a, I mean, it is particularly bitter. If you want to, like, add sweetness to it, you probably improve it quite a bit. But if you like dark chocolate, like, having that flavor is great. A little late in the game to be leveling the turtle. Well, I'm leveling the turtle because it's the only thing that really actually benefits me in the devotion tree. And I can attach it to something I'm not really using anything else for. I'm sorry, are those dead chickens? What is going on here? No, okay, those are just part of a dead guy. Yeah, my goal isn't necessarily to grind, but just have it as an added bonus. But I'm using it as to gain access to the tree. Wait a second, I made a terrible mistake. There's a direction that I thought was correct, right? Wasn't there? No. I lied, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Bump. Oh yeah, I forgot. This griffins are a large part of this DLC. That's cool. I do like griffins. I kind of wonder, would a griffin act more like a bird or more like a lion? I assume they have bird-like aspects when they, you know, maintain a bird head. How do you know it's not the bird maintaining a lion body? Well, it's exactly the case. If it has a bird brain, the lion would have to follow suit, right? Like, it wouldn't be a lion with the mind with the... It wouldn't be a something with the mind of a lion. Because wouldn't it require a head of a lion if that's the case? hey. Death Right handguards. I found a lot of those. It's my hat. I mean, +3 to Big Drogon's Pact is really hard to give up. Nice, found a rare thing. I don't know, I feel like a giant bird of prey would be a terrifying thing. I mean, give it a chance. If they could, they would eat you. Like, just swooping down like a pterodactyl, shrieking like an eagle. Well, because it is an eagle. Dynamite. Have you seen the bird pulling goats off the mountain? What? No. That sounds terrifying. Birds of prey have been known to pick up small dogs and children. Children? Oh my god. I feel like there'd be a warpath of just like, yeah, we need to make this animal extinct. Stat. That is crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I can imagine a cassowary doing something like that. But like a flying freaking eagle? That's insane. Golden eagle? Okay. A golden eagle pulling freaking goats off a mountain. That's nuts. I mean, it makes sense. Once they fall, then, you know, all they have to do is eat them. I always wonder about that, about, like, say, hunters that go after mountain goats. Like, you know, let's say you shoot them down. Is there, like, a particular way that you shoot them that they fall in a particular way? That they fall down the mountain? Because I feel like going up the mountain to get the goat does not sound good. A bird will pull a goat off the mountain. Yeah, seriously. Because, I mean, goats are not small. So the fact, like, if they can pull a goat off a mountain, they can pull a person off a mountain. But then again, golden eagles look really cool. So therefore, it's okay. Is it the largest? That's crazy. Mountain climbing goats really on the stablest of ground? Well, exactly. And I can't imagine the mortality rate for mountain goats is particularly low. They really do. But I mean, it's what they evolved to do. That's the crazy part. They make it easy because they were literally born and bred for it. take another sip. Okay, maybe drinking water while fighting was a bad idea. Alright. The mountain climbing goats aren't really the safest ground. Climbing, giving each other concussions. But then again, like a goat's headbutt, like they're designed to not destroy their head. Otherwise, there's no way they could survive. I can't imagine a mountain goat spraining himself on another goat all year. Both the steps Emperor Palace. Both was never broken. Huh. Yeah, exactly. To see who wants to stop smashing their head. I mean, I get it. It's a level of competition. It's like, you know what? You win, buddy. I don't care. I'm gonna avoid the brain damage, thanks. Oh, yes, I have. We actually, at my work, we have these things where we got these paint stands. And we have to pull the pins out of the paint to get the item off of it, right? But unfortunately, it's such coarse paint, and there's so many years of paint on it that you're basically grinding your knuckles into the wall of it, trying to pull these pins out. It sucks. Yeah, it's not the smartest game people play. I would not suggest it. But as you know, I've had my moments. I'm not a very bright boy. Or I wasn't. I feel like it's at the same par, if not worse, than the knockout game. Where basically, or the pass out game, where you basically, like, you and your friends make yourself take turns making yourselves hyperventilate and pass out. And yes, it's exactly as stupid as it sounds. I've done similar things to dig weeds out paint bricks with your bare hands. Ow! See, that's crazy too. It's like the roots are so ingrained in the ground. Whoa! Hit points. Come on now. I got nullified? No! That was terrifying. What the hell did that? I like the parentheses between friends. Toss the knife? Yeah. I feel like that's a game I'm pretty fortunate I avoided. I'd rather not throw knives at my friends. This is a request. Oh, pass the knife. Okay. Whoa! The Titanivore. No thank you. I would not like to, be weakened. Appreciate the offer, though. Yeah, okay. No, you're being insistent. Rude. Yeah, no means no, dinosaur. Yeah, okay. When he spits sand, run away. That's what I'm learning. Five-finger fillet. I got good at that game. I used to practice with a pen. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's just an exercise in coordination. If you take out the stakes, then you're just kind of practicing improving, like, your manual dexterity. And you don't have to lose fingers. That's my favorite part. Last thing I need to do is be named Dansky Nine Fingers. Yeah. It's because, unfortunately, when you don't have a ton to do sometimes, you use what you have on hand. Or in your hand, as the case may be. And no, we're not suggesting it's a good thing. It's really not. Yes, the challenges themselves pretty much exacerbated the issue. You guys remember back in the day when it was a fad to light your friends on fire? Like, that was a literal fad. In the grocery store, they actually lock up the Tide Pods. To this day. I mean, no. It's kind of like, you know, people saying, hey, back in the day, people were a lot more social. But then you can pull up the same thing where people on a train, just everybody with their nose in a newspaper. I don't know about a quick lighter flash. I'm not sure. I never did it. I just saw it on the news. I'm like, my God, what have we become? Kids these days. Back in my day, we could have fun without setting each other on fire. Like the ticks? Wait, what? How do you race them? That's crazy. Internet back when they were tar and feathering people? Yeah, that would probably be on a everybody's cell phone. Because I totally get it. If you get like a bunch of lizards, you get like a lane and see which one can run the fastest. Excuse me. Why do they have a Sarlacc? How have I never noticed this? Can I go down there? I want to fight it. I know, right? Just out in the background. Never mind the giant Titanic flesh beast. Yeah, no big deal. I like how that's just accepted as a part of the world and we don't have to interact with it. I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. Maybe I haven't just found the way down there. Alright, this soundtrack has officially become tiresome. Oh, that's because it has changed. Alright, what are we listening to now? Let's get a genre change. Okay, it's a little something. Maybe a little rockin'. There we go. An infused animated walker. That was easy. Blood of the Watchers. Keep it in a big old jar. Hey, scorpion guys are no joke. Do they have eyes? Yeah. Wow, those guys exploded. All right. The soundtrack's good, but it might not be what I'm looking for. Maybe we can find something a little bit different. I'm looking for something a little more melodious. Maybe have the same energy level, but not necessarily. This one's called Hydrophile. Maybe? I don't think this is an OST. Nope. Let's try it. See what happens. I can always clean it up later. Yay. More griffins. That's the answer. Yeah, okay. I like how that guy died on the way to me. Tome of Plagues. I love it. Yeah, I dare say my inventory is rather full. Should probably remedy that. I'll teleport to another side of the planet. What's it to you? I mean, that gives me chaos resist. But I give up Madrogan's Pact. What does Madrogan's Pact give me? It gives me health regen. Gives me damage. Yeah, I'm not giving that up. Can't make me. Oops.
See anything you like?
We'll hold on to the purple, however. Well, why does it say it looks silly? Maybe I gotta put it on, see if it does anything ridiculous. Cool. Before I dive back in, let's dive into this quest somewhere. Slay Igor the Brawler. We're gonna go on a quick. Where is this guy? Now that I'm thinking on it. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen this tab. In Cronley's hideout. Okay. Let's quickly stomp things in here. Just to clear out the quest. And then I can start getting a faction missions for other factions, frankly. Alright, Mr. Brawler, where you at? Let's brawl. These guys are way low level to me. Though we'll pick up a dynamite if I find it. I wonder if having the quest guarantees that he comes out. I seem to remember he might be a not a mandatory boss in this area. Huh. Sorry, I had to hold back a really mean retort. I hope you know. Oh, no brawler here. One hit, one kill. Which kind of makes sense if you're swinging a frickin' maul. I don't think people really get up after get hit with one of those. There we go. Oh, no, that's money bags. You ain't a brawler. Take me to your leader. There we go. Be in this back loop. Certainly, it's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, maybe he's outside. There we go. Well, let's beat Connolly. Or Cronley, I guess. Let there be a lot of hit points. Put him down. Yeah, we got to get that a Devil Crossing rep. There we go. That's the damage I'm talking about.
Enough of this! Die!
Sure. My soldier tree is nigh non-existence. I got 2 points in this and 2 points in that. Otherwise, everything is in shaman. I really didn't dive into soldier at all. Although having the Menhir's Will has helped. Second row, 2 tier. Let's take a look. Do we mean this one or this one? Fighting Spirit. Oh yeah, that would definitely increase my damage quite a bit. 35% to all damage is kind of insane. Yeah, maybe we'll put a point in that next. Okay. Even with just a low proc rate? That's kind of cool. Oh, we got Skellyman. All right. Oh, good. The game crashed. Damn it. Decent value point. I totally get that. But with that, the game crashed at the perfect time. I am going to call it the evening. Basically, it is 8 o'clock on the dot. Nice. But with that, I do got to head off to bed. I'm fading a little bit. I'm definitely going to need to do caffeine. We are going to be streaming tomorrow, but I'm not sure what. I think we're going to do kind of a quick one. Maybe a one-shot. I haven't decided. We'll put some thought into it. If there's anything in particular you guys would like to see, you let me know. But we'll go from that. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take it easy.